We are live from Nicholls State University for the Louisiana Line Camp. Joining us now is the legendary line coach himself, Pete Jenkins. Coach, how you been doing? Getting a little break from the heat this weekend, it seems like.
Well, I know we got some happy campers about that, okay? And they got one happy coach, I know.
Right,
okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's usually a little bit warmer for the camp than it has been this week.
It's not as bad as the mosquitoes, but like I told you, the gnats is started to come out real quick.
They're out tonight, boy.
Ooh, are they?
Yeah.
We also joined here by the CEO, president of Thibodaux Regional Health Systems, Greg Stock.
Welcome to the party.
And Greg, thanks so much for joining us. Pete, I know one of the things is you make a great emphasis on is that they're going to get care. If it's
no
hydration,
doubt.
Food, and if something goes wrong with them physically, the hospital's right down the road with it. And I know that's appreciative to a coach to have that type of deal.
Oh, no doubt.
I think we have 80 trainers over here.
Something in that neighborhood, I would think. Yeah,
we do the Manning passing camp too, and so we learned a lot. In here, I'm looking at someone, I can see someone right now, are a bunch of dietitians also. We incorporate that into it. That's a critical matter. What do you eat when you get up in the morning? If you're a young guy and you don't eat anything, and then you go out into this and bang away all day, it's going to catch up with you.
Pete, the growth of this camp for both of you, to see this, I think you told me 47 kids the first time you were here. Now we got 775 young men over here.
Yep.
I mean, Pete, that's unbelievable. In this little kind of sleepy town in South Louisiana.
So it's very gratifying to see this many kids and the coaches, the quality of coaches that I got on this field.
Awesome.
Is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And they care about the kids. So Greg and I were talking about this morning. I think that's a big part of this here, and it's a teaching process for the younger players too. It's the older guys helping the younger guys.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, you don't see a lot of that sometimes in sports, that if maybe a young man is struggling in a drill, the older guy comes up to him and says, listen, calm down, go through the drill again, but do it this way.
Yes.
Do it this way.
That's a good teammate.
We have these volleyball teams of our own. We have 180 young women involved in our volleyball teams, part of our wellness center, and we beat beach volleyball that we created. And I was talking to the 17-year-olds the other day. They played all over the country. They won a lot of tournaments, and they played a great team the other day, and they beat them. We beat them. I asked one of the girls, I said, well, that was a great team you played. How did you beat them? She said, we played together more than they did. And those kids are not stupid. They know.
They know.
Yeah.
You know, but I heard one of these coaches this morning talking about culture. To some of these kids, they've hardly ever heard that word. To be able to understand, and Pete, you would know this really well, is what is the culture of the team? You know, and that awareness of each other, playing together and stuff sounds so simple, but in the business world and everywhere you go, it's a key to success.
Absolutely. Certainly in football. And I tell you the truth, I don't want to get sounding like an old fuddy-duddy or whatever, but what I've noticed in my travels and around to different colleges and I don't want to get started on this, but because it's a real pet peeve of mine, but the NIL is not fostering that. It's not fostering teamwork. It's fostering selfishness on people's part. I thought Rick Pitino.
Yeah, Rick Pitino.
I thought he had a really nice saying. He said, you know, with NIL, they're really not playing for the name on the front of their jersey. They're playing for the name on the back of their jersey. I thought that was very well put.
Yeah.
And I've observed that same thing. So teamwork, I think it's a great life lesson and everything. So we really push that here too. And I see it here. But and you see it in your, I think that's a great story about the volleyball, the beach volleyball. Play as a team.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. The legendary Pete Jenkins, CEO, President of Thibodaux Regional Health Systems. Greg Stock, thank you so much. Greg,
Mike.
thank you so much
Privilege
for what
to
you
be
do in
part
the
of it.
area. And to have these
You're
camps
legends,
here is just awesome.
Thank you.